Hey there, and welcome. Today, we are going to crack the code on one of the most fundamental parts of music, rhythm. We're going to take all those confusing dots and lines and make them super simple. Let's jump right in.
So, have you ever stared at a piece of sheet music and just felt completely lost? Like you're trying to read some kind of ancient, secret language? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. It can feel really intimidating.
And you know what? Thinking of it as a secret code is actually the perfect way to look at it. All these symbols, the notes, the rests, the lines, they are a code. But the best part? Every single code can be cracked. And that is exactly what we're here to do. We're going to give you a super simple key that will unlock your ability to read and, more importantly, feel the rhythm in music. Okay, first things first. Before we can even talk about reading the notes on the page, we've got to get a feel for the foundation, the steady underlying pulse that holds all of music together. Let's start with this thing called the time signature. For today, we're looking at 2-4. Think of it as the rule book for the song. That top number, the 2, tells us there are 2 beats in every single measure or bar. And the bottom 4? That tells us what kind of note gets 1 beat. In this case, it's a quarter note. So it's 2 quarter note beats per bar. Simple as that. Now, this next part is absolutely crucial. You have to understand the difference between the pulse and the note values. The pulse is that constant heartbeat of the music, that steady 1, 2, 1, 2, that just keeps going. The note values are the rhythms we actually play on top of that pulse. Those notes can be long or short, but they always have to fit inside that steady heartbeat. So, how do we turn those different notes on the page into actual sounds? Well, this is where our secret key comes in. It's a really simple but powerful trick called rhythmic time names. And that's exactly why this works so well. If you think of music as a new language, then these time names are basically your pronunciation guide. Instead of just seeing a weird symbol, we're going to give it a name, a sound we can actually say out loud. It turns something you see into something you can hear and feel. But let's check it out. We're just going to focus on 2 notes today. A quarter note, which gets 1 beat, we simply call ta. A half note, which gets 2 beats, we call ta-ah. See how the name itself kind of tells you how long it is? Ta is short, just 1 beat. Ta-ah is stretched out to cover both beats. All right, enough talk. The only way to really get this is to just do it. So we're going to look at a few simple rhythm cards, and we're going to say them out loud together using our new time names. Okay. Here's our first card. We've got 2 quarter notes, so they fill up beat 1 and beat 2. Using our time names, that is simply ta, ta. You ready? Let's say it together. 1, 2, ta, ta. Now let's try this one. See the difference? Here we have just 1 note, a half note, that fills up the entire 2-beat bar. So for this one, we hold the sound out. Ta. It starts right on beat 1 and keeps going all the way through beat 2. But wait a minute. Music isn't just about the sounds we make, right? It's also about the space between the sounds. So what happens when we have a beat of silence? Well, in music, we call those silent beats rests. Okay, let's look at how this can work. On the left, we play on beat 1, and then we're silent on beat 2. So we'd say ta, and then just feel that second beat quietly. On the right, it's flipped. We're quiet on beat 1, and then we come in with ta on beat 2. That little moment of silence, it builds anticipation. All right, you ready to level up? Let's look at one final, slightly more advanced rhythm. It uses the same logic, but with a little twist. See how this one starts on beat 2? This has a fancy name. It's called an anacrusis, or sometimes a pickup. It's kind of like the music is taking a running start before the real first beat. So how in the world does this work? It's actually like a clever little bit of math. First, you spot that the first bar doesn't have all its beats. Second, you just play that first note as a pickup on beat 2. And then here's the cool part. That missing beat from the very beginning gets added back in at the very end of the song, so everything balances out perfectly. And this is where it all connects back to the real world. Learning this system isn't just some abstract music theory exercise, it's about learning to hear the world in a whole new way. Once you have this key, you'll start noticing rhythm absolutely everywhere. I mean, think about it. The steady tick-tock of a clock. That's just a perfect ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. The way your feet hit the pavement when you walk down the street, that's a rhythm. The beat of your favorite song on the radio, It's all built from these same simple blocks. Rhythm is literally all around us.
So by learning to see two simple notes and think ta, ta, you've actually done something pretty amazing. You haven't just memorized a rule. You've been given a key to decode the fundamental heartbeat of the music and the world all around you. Welcome to the club. The code is officially cracked.